Hello, I'm Chris Holmes. I'm a certified Bob Ross instructor. I'd like to welcome you to our channel, Serenity in Color. Today I had a request for Bob's Mystic Mountain. It's from Series 20, Episode 1. So I'm going to do my best to give it justice. So today, colors we'll be using are titanium white, phthalo blue, Prussian blue, midnight black, dark sienna, Van Dyke brown, alizarin crimson, sap green. Then our yellows and red, we have cad yellow, yellow ochre, Indian yellow, and bright red. I already applied a thin even coat of my liquid white to a 16 by 20 canvas. So let's just get started. First we're just going to take a little phthalo blue on a 1-inch brush. And we're just going to take off and just have fun today. I'm certainly glad you joined me, and I hope you have a great day where you're at, and it's a beautiful day here. So just taking off and going to lay in the shadow part of our clouds today. Little tiny circles. See, the white area will be our clouds. The first time I seen this, I was like, wow, where are we going with this, Bob? And I was like, wow, this is an awesome way to make clouds. One there. Let's see, let's just sneak one in right there too. Like I said, this won't be exact to what he done, but this is as close as I'll be able to get it. Again, I'm certainly glad you joined me today. Every day's a good day if you can paint. And down here at the bottom, I'm just gonna take, I know he used a tube, but I'm just gonna pull in a little blue because we know we're gonna have water. And when I do it, and when I'm teaching classes, I tell my students, kind of think of it like you're landing a plane. Now the plane's hitting the runway, he's pulling off. He's landing, taking off. Well, you pull from the outside in, level strokes. Because as we know, water lays in most of the time in a level recessed area. Just gonna pull that out. I'm gonna lay that brush aside for a minute. I'm grabbing another 1-inch, and I'm just gonna quickly, we're gonna blend this out. Little tiny circles. Circles. And it's blending with the liquid white, and as it does this, it'll get lighter in value. It's so much fun. I had a lady in class yesterday talking about she worked in acrylics, and this was her first time using oil, and she said, I just fell in love with it. And that's how it was for me. The first time I ever done this technique, I just fell in love with it. I can get the idea out before I lose it. It's so much fun. Leave it out in my brush beater box. My refrigerator sits where I used to paint in my kitchen. And as Bob said, you can redecorate your kitchen or living room, whichever room you're painting in, very quickly by beating the devil out of that brush in there. So he was right on that one. And we're just going to pull that across the water, level strokes. All right. Let's see here. Let's grab us a number 6 fan. We're going to grab some titanium white. And Hold on now, I'm gonna reach down here and get a little bit of bright red. We're just gonna pinken it up a little bit. Don't want to set the sky on fire. I tell my students with bright red, a little bit. You can always add more, but it's hard to take back. All right, using a brush in the corner of it, and just little circles. We're gonna lay in our clouds. The highlights of them, little tiny circles. Little tiny circles. Brush, there we go. This is probably one of my favorite paintings from that series. Well, there's not one that I didn't like. I love the mountain scenes. I had a student yesterday, a little 10-year-old, and my wife was so tickled. She was just cheering everybody on. It's amazing. Her grandmother, they came together. It was kind of their day together, and they wanted to spend it doing a Bob Ross painting class, and it's amazing to see someone so little, so young, just keeping his legacy. You know, she was quoting him and stuff and cheering all the students on in class. She brought such joy, and it's really an honor to be able to be a part of that. All right, let's go back to. I'm just gonna grab a 1-inch. It was closest. We're just gonna blend this out. Just gonna blend them in. I'd have loved to meet Bob. I feel like I knowed him. Growing up, we only had so many channels, and I wasn't very athletic. And art was always my outlet. Up here, I was free. And I wish I could thank him for believing in me when nobody else did. Alright, we're just going to give that a gently across. Get a little wrap there. And all I'm doing is blending the bases. I don't want to destroy the pretty tops we made. Just kind of fluff them up. Arizona says, my wife, she's an instructor too. She says, kind of like you're doing your eyelashes. So she tells the ladies in her classes. All right, we got us a firecracker with a little sky there. All right, now let's make us an almighty mountain. So for that, we're going to take Prussian blue, midnight black, Van Dyke brown, and alizarin crimson. Just a good dark color. It's going to look almost black. And he made just a distant mountain in this painting. Very subdued, as he called it. Excuse me. Cut off and get that little roll of paint. It's very important. That little roll. And our mountain today is going to live right there. Just going to scrape off the excess. All we're worried about is that top line. That outer edge, that's one very important. Alright. I'll throw the blade again. Grab that old 1 inch I was leaning with and just gonna pull that paint. This is where you really shape your mount. Like he said, you can shape your highlights, your shadow. If you don't like it, you can bring this peak forward or bring this one. Just any way you want to. You got unlimited power up here. It's amazing. Just like he said, you can move mountains. Alright, let's take a little bit of that titanium white. It's got a little bit of that red in it, but that's fine. Go up, no pressure. Paint break. Let that paint break. Whisper. Right. I'm going to use a small edge of my knife. Put a little highlight on that peak back there. And let's say just take a little bit of phthalo blue and titanium white. Make a shadow color. Alright. Get a little something. Just kind of sneak in one little more peak there. Like I said, I know it's very subdued painting, very subdued mountain. A little shadow right there, maybe. All right, go back to that 1 inch. Tap in a little mist here. Following the angles, very important. Misty, just really down there, and then just gently. Following the angles, pull up, just gently, like a whisper. All right, let's see. Let's take now and let's go back to that 1 inch. Or excuse me, let's go back to that number 6 fan. Let's bring us a cloud that's coming around like he did right in front of this mountain. Put it there. Get a little blue, that's okay. Alright, go back to that. Grab the 2 inch there. Closest. Just go up and clean that out. Pull it up. Gently. Go across. Give that just a little bit more distinction right there, that one little spot. Just a little bit right there. There we go. Like that. 1 inch. 2 inches rather. Get my brush is mixed up today. Got so many of them going. Gently. Pull up. Alright, now let's take that mountain mix color. I'm going to grab just a little bit of sap green, add to it. And I'm going to grab a little titanium white just to kind of lighten it up. Because in the landscape, remember, the further something is away from us, the less detail and the lighter it is. Just a little bit more white. Because he has some little foothills going. So. Alright. downward. Pull downward. Just pulling some basic shape. They're too far away. Not a lot of detail. Have that mist. It's our separator. Very, very important. And gently pull up. There we go. Do that. Alright. Let's go back. I'm going to add just a little bit darker value to that. That's white. Just a little brush mixing. And let's see. I'm going to come down here. Pull another little footy hill right there in front. Now, I'm trying to save that misty area. That's our friend. Pulling down. Pulling in some basic shape indications. Back to that 1 inch and pattern downward. And pull upward. A little hair. Knock him out there. There we go. Let's build one more. He had one more going there. I was going to go straight into the mountain mix with a little sap green. And this one's going to live right in here. I'm going to let some of this come on down because we're going to have reflections in our water. So I'm just going to come down and I'm going to pull straight down. And go gently across. Kind of pull, fluff him up just a little bit. There we go. Alright. Now let's take our palette knife. A little bit of liquid white. A little titanium white in that bright red mix we had going there. But I don't want to overpower it. Pull it out flat, cut across, get that little roll of paint. Very important. You saw in a little water. And I tell my students, I try to wipe my blade after each time I apply some liquid white because it'll pick up that undercolor. And sometimes it'll make them a stain or it'll pick up that brown and it'll make it real dirty water. So if you want it to look pure, just make sure you wipe that blade each time. Alright, there we go. Going back to our fix up fan, I'm just going to go right into that mountain mix color. Add a little sap green to it. Let's see, right there. Let's make us a few evergreens. Just tapping downward. Tapping downward, making the hanging down trees. He had 3 of them there, so let's give him a little friend right there. indications of some reflections. Kind of reversing your brush, just mashing upward. Just indications. Alright. Little grassy things here and there. Go back to our 1 inch. Pull straight down. And gently across. Take a little dark sienna and white. Get a little indication of a tree trunk. See, all that needs something to sit on because it's just floating there. So sneak in a little Van Dyke brown. Alright. Let's go back to our airbrush. Grab just a little bit of liquid white. Put some sap green. Cad yellow. Just go up and just highlight a little bit. Mashing a few grassy things there. There we go. Alright. See, I need to mix up a little bit more of that dark color there. So we'll just grab some black, some Prussian blue, blue and crimson, Van Dyke brown, sap green. Mix them all together. I know Bob used a 2 inch to make that evergreen, but just for time and convenience today, as he said, you can do whatever makes you feel comfortable. So I'm just going to stick with my old number 6 pan. Go up and make an almighty evergreen touch. Tap downward. Tap, working down. There we go. Swap back over that 1 inch and see we had some trees going right in here. You're smashing it or smush it. It's some indication. Said I do my best to give this justice. I'd have loved to meet Bob. He just, when I went to school in Muncie, the people that knowed him still there said he was just one of the kindest people you ever meet. We know he was there. We covered him up, but that's okay. Let's see here. Just kind of bring him on down, fill in this whole bottom right down here. I've had the privilege to meet a lot of great people painting, and people that I grew up with and I didn't know painted. It was such a wonderful experience getting to share this with them. indication here and there. A lot of it ain't gonna show through, but that's okay. Sharpen them up a little bit. Sneak in a few more in there if you want to. Like back here if you want to, just kind of over there. Let's put an indication of a little trunk there too. This needs one too. Just kind of here, there, and yonder. It's your world. Like he said, you can do anything. Scratch out sticks and twigs. A lot of it will be covered up, but some of it won't. Alright, let's go back to that 1 inch, oh, excuse me, fan brush. First we gotta do our evergreens. If you have trouble getting your paint to stick, just add a little liquid white, or you can add paint thinner, liquid clear if you want to keep the paint color pure. Our golden rule is a thin paint will stick to a thick paint. Alright, now let's go to that fan brush. Put the fan brush down, let's get a little liquid white. Go through macad yellow, a little sap green, yellow ochre. There we go. Get that brush nice and rounded. Just going up. Think a shape and form. Do a limb at a time. It'll get to working so good you'll cover up all your dark before you know it. That's what happened to me when I first started. When I get done, it just looked like a big yellow cotton ball. Come over your trunk a little bit. That makes it look more natural, more real. Over here. There. There we go. Now we need to do something on this tree real quick, so I'm going to kind of just vary my yellow. The yellow ochre, Indian yellow. Ooh, that's pretty. Going up and just gently touching. Well, I'm certainly glad you joined me today. And it's wonderful for me to get to share this time with you and paint. And I hope you pick up a brush and try it. If you like what I'm doing here, let me know. Hit that like button. If you got a request of a particular paint, maybe a season you'd like to see, hit me in the comments down there. Let me know. I want to do what you like to see. This really just gives me joy in life. Painting is bringing me so much happiness. Let's go down here now and just make a bush shape. Ooh, hit a little red on that one. Let's see. Ooh, look at that. Pretty. Just thinking one at a time. There again, if you have trouble getting your paint stick, just thin it down a little, liquid white. Just varying my yellows, add a little red here and there. he had a little path in this painting, so grab my old palette knife and dark sienna, just kind of, maybe there, somebody like me walking down there fishing. That, some dark sienna and white. Where off there? Kind of blaze it a little bit, just blazing it. Alright. Set him down in there in the path real quick. Where's the firecracker? I'm certainly glad you joined me today. Check us out online. We got a Facebook page, Serenity in Color. Got a website if you're in the area. You'd like to come take a class with us. Yeah, serenityincolor.com. We send out weekly emails. What's going on? Let's see, I think he had a little stick right here. Van Dyke Brown. Little paint there. Well, we'd love to have you. And if you like what we're doing, hit that like button. Let me know. I believe with that, we got a finished painting. So I'm just going to give us a signature. Always signing my last name and the year. Hopefully my last name's short, it's only 5 letters. But I want to take this opportunity to thank you again for joining me. Like I said, I'm just proud to be able to share Bob's dream and keep it alive, and hope to see you again soon, and God bless.